Ghost stories started circulating about the Bridge Cafe after the Civil War, when it was a violent saloon and brothel. That's why Adam gave permission for EPIC, the Eastern Paranormal Investigation Center, to see what they could find.
They looked for ghosts, or actually, when they picked up a voice, I said, oh my gosh, what's that mean? And they said, well, paranormal, not of the norm.
We joined the EPIC team setting up for their third visit here. It takes a lot of equipment to measure for ghosts.
EMF detectors, radiation meters, temperature.
Any type of fluctuations in the environment that do not belong in this location.
I'm speaking to the entity in the room right now. I believe your name was Norma. You were killed here, I believe.
We started in the brothel in the 3rd floor. We took a thermographic meter, which is like a thermometer, and we pointed it at a solid object.
Let's see what we got here.
It's moving right now.
Every time we would ask, could you bring the temperature down a certain degree, it would bring it down. And now it went a full 22 degrees.
I'm speaking to the entity in this room. Can you bring it to 70? A full 8-point drop, 70 degrees, Norma?
She brought it down 8 degrees.
8 degrees.
8 degrees.
Oh, Norma, you are wonderful.
So you took a thermometer, you asked just in a voice
to whoever the entity was there,
to lower the temperature, and it dropped 20 degrees to wherever you pointed it. That's very freaky.
Okay, Norma. Now, can you bring the temperature back up for me?
There's no way if an ambient temperature of the room is going to be steady, an object is going to get colder.
Well, nice, very nice cold spot. Stagnant, it's like static electricity.
One theory is that when a disembodied spirit reveals itself, it drains energy, lowering the temperature. That's also why batteries in haunted houses can suddenly go dead. It kept happening to my own cell phone every time I was in the cafe. Is the interference from this spirit enough where it interferes with phones, with music, with people, with service?
It's funny that you say that. Our phones here have been checked constantly.
My phone turned off twice here, and it never turns off, and it was fully charged.
Every one of my waitstaff can tell you about the phones. We've all had it happen.
One of the EPIC team members is Jasmine, a psychic medium.
Oh, so I'm already feeling the oppression here, like it's already this. Do you feel it?
We were going to the same area of the cafe the team was focusing on, the 3rd floor where the brothel had been in the 1860s. Where EPIC was picking up temperature changes, Jasmine said she was seeing and feeling the young women who had worked here.
The girls, they're in hell, like this is their life. The men are brutal. It's alcohol and violence and brutality. She's screaming and they're running in, and one of them's stabbing him to death.
How do you, Jasmine, as a medium, see this and function and deal with it? Listening to you, I can barely stand the thought of all these things.
Because I'm not often in a brothel with this brutality, so this is just this is pretty bad.
This is one of the worst experiences coming here.
Yeah.
It's so dark, I can barely tell how many rooms, but it seems like there are about 3 or 4.
I think so. 1, 2, that horrible little place in there. I see all beds there, so the girls, they were like working next to each other. It was like a factory.
Is this place, Jasmine, from everything that you feel and see, is it haunted still? Like all this unrest and all of this horrific stuff that you're seeing?
Yes. Well, first of all, the energy of all that happened is in the walls. Like it's just here. It's like a film going all the time.
Is it confusing?
Yeah, it is. It's like seeing a really quick cut movie. So it's bang, bang, bang. It's like just horror, horror, horror. So I see the kind of great female energy and then the brutal, brutal masculine energy, and it really stinks in here back then. It's a horrible smell. But they're free. They're not stuck here. They just want to say, this is what happened. They're forgotten. There's no books. about them.
But in fact, through the 1855 census of New York City, we can trace 6 women listed as prostitutes to 279 Water Street. Women like Mary Smith, age 20, Catherine Student, age 37, Amy Campbell, age 25. Are they the voices who spoke to Jasmine? We don't know, but the unusual energy fields Epic measured that night seem to back up her findings.
I don't know why we're getting 4 milligauss on a chair. Does that mean that there's something here that may have been an anomaly? Absolutely. It should still be 3 bars here. It's not.
Does what Jasmine sensed tonight go along with what you've been detecting and recording with all of your equipment and machines?
In the areas that we've been hitting on, yeah, she's been pretty on the ball, strangely enough.
The Bridge Cafe continues life as a popular downtown restaurant with ghosts and customers alike sharing the oldest wooden building still left in the neighborhood.